Hey climate changes, Dr. Albus here. Okay, so you want to do tampling and you want to know a site of where you should go sample. That's a really great question, and it can really influence your project. So sometimes it's helpful to talk to your city, and those cities are often responsible for monitoring water in these little urban streams, and they might be able to point you in the perfect place to go sample. Sometimes cities are already conducting their own optical brightener research, and if that's the case, then they'll have a great place for you to go sample, maybe someplace that they're already sampling themselves. But if that's not the case and you don't have anybody to ask, then one of the things that you can do is go to a map. Always maps. If you look at a map, say we're in Dallas, Fort Worth. We want to look at a perfect river to go sample at. If you look at larger rivers, a lot of the times, these larger rivers, like the Trinity River here going through Dallas, this is going to be a bad place to sample, not only because the river is a little bit more naturalized, but it's also a little too big. It's probably just going to beat up your sample, and by the time you get it back, there won't be anything left to study. So what you want to shoot for is maybe some of these smaller tributaries that are going toward that bigger river. In a place like this, you can see that there is a stream going underneath a street. This is what we call a road crossing. This is likely going to be a bridge. These bridges can be great places to sample at because not only are they usually accessible, now remember, safety first. If this does not look like a safe place to sample, don't do it. But if you can get to the river below the bridge, it can be really cool to see what's happening at the bridge. And by doing a sample not only at the bridge, but above and below, then you can see if there's any inputs to the stream that are impacting water quality. If the water quality sample is better above this bridge than it is below the bridge, then you might have inputs coming from the bridge that are impacting water quality, and that can point you in a direction of what exactly is your pollution source. So a bridge can be a great place to get started, and especially if it's on a smaller urban stream like this. So all of those are great qualities to select your site.